Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl LV here. Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. So yeah, today we're going to talk about Project Pantry, my first week 1, and how the experiment went. And we're going to go over some recipes that I made. Going to talk about the cost, the convenience, would I do it again, do I think it's smart, do I think it's sustainable. So in the last video, I talked about kind of the routine that I would try to adhere to for Project Pantry Day 1. And let's just say with everything, it was kind of a fail. If you don't know, my house actually flooded this weekend in this past week, which was awesome. Not really, and we're still kind of dealing with all that stuff right now, so yeah. But first, a pantry tour. Yeah, so this is my pantry. It's basically a corner of our laundry room, actually. So there's the door. It's our mudroom, and our laundry room and our pantry all together, and there's my dog. She really wants to play, but I'm working. Back to my pantry. These two bottom baskets are basically where we keep all different kinds of beans and grains and just other protein options here. So I'm just showing, I have pinto beans, kidney beans, lima beans, chickpeas, it looks like. There's those lima beans. I also had, at this time, Great Northern beans and couscous in there, and some wild rice mix, I think. This was, let's see, yeah, purple, red, and brown rice mix. We also had some random almonds in here. Don't really eat those a lot because it's easy to overeat. And then we have an unopened bag of almond flour in here. So just getting ideas for what I could work with. Yeah, here's some quinoa. That's just another protein option. Down there, 2 bags of flour, a regular one and a bread one. And up here, all my cereals and pastas, chips, oats, rice, crackers, more pasta. And yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys my fridge a little bit and my dog again. So in my fridge, it's kind of empty-ish, except for the condiments and like the door and stuff. So we just have some things I wanted to show you guys. Salsa verde, that stuff is so good. And we also have regular salsa. I guess I eat a lot of salsa. This jar of pasta sauce, I actually mixed with a can of tomato soup and had it with grilled cheese, and mixed that with a can of beans too, and it was really good. Greek yogurt, I love just plain Greek yogurt. I always also keep a bag of coleslaw mix that I just add into stuff throughout the week. And don't mind if I do some organizing here in the fridge with you guys. My fridge is really messy at this point. Yeah, so I'm just pushing some leftovers around, and I have another thing of Greek yogurt back here. One is open, one is closed, and then I have some mini cucumbers for my dogs, some silken tofu that I end up adding into the pasta this week, and another thing of silken tofu, and another thing of extra firm tofu. Yeah, I find it really cheap at my Kroger Pick and Save here. We also have some celery that's mostly just for my dogs. I barely ever eat celery. Some leftover roasted potatoes. It's basic. And then in the deli drawer we have some turkey pepperonis for my dogs. I don't eat meat. And then cheese, just regular cheddar cheese. I tried fat-free cheese, but it's not very good. Spinach and spring mix. So I kind of got a little bit off track, but day 1 actually went pretty smoothly. So I did end up meal prepping my 4 oatmeals, and I also did end up meal prepping a big batch of pasta. And now to talk about like the logistical part of Project Pantry, what I really thought about it. And I thought it was a good pantry challenge. I'm looking forward to doing more pantry challenges in the future. If you guys want that, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, I thought it was a very good way to keep in mind like food waste and to try to use up what you have in your pantry. I also found it kind of intimidating because I didn't really have a lot in my pantry to begin with or in my fridge, so I felt like I needed to go grocery shopping before the challenge even started. But we used what was in the pantries and stuff and the odds and ends and still got through it. And I really don't know if I can speak to like health-wise how it made me feel on the different meals and everything. I would say that the meals that I did make, I did notice that recipe did keep me full for a long time because it was beans and hummus and tofu and all in a sauce mixed with pasta and stuff.
So I'm just going to show you
it had a lot of fiber
and
a lot of protein.
Just to film better than I did before. So we're going to take a half a cup measured out in volume of old-fashioned oats. I think these are also called rolled oats, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely not quick oats, but I think you can also use steel-cut oats if you let them wait a little bit longer. Anyways, I did half a cup of oats. We're doing 1 tablespoon of sweetener of your choice. I'm using Splenda because it is affordable. Now I'm using some powdered peanut butter, so like PB Fit or PB2. I'm putting 2 tablespoons of that just to increase the protein in this oatmeal. And now something that I am also going to do after I add all that is shake those all up and mix all those up real good. So there's no clumps of anything. And then we're going to add 1/2 cup of regular soy milk. That's just what I add. You can add whatever kind of milk you want or milk substitute that you want. So then here are all those, and we are stirring them once again. This is just to make sure that when they rest in the fridge, there's not going to be any dry pockets or clumps of powder of any of that sweetener or any of the peanut butter especially. And so yeah, I didn't really like these containers, by the way. They were hard to close, so I won't link them. But anyways, we got 4 oatmeals from that, and it was really easy, and they are amazing. I have these with half a cup of blueberries every morning. Frozen blueberries, by the way.
So that was the video, guys. If you liked it, leave me a like, and if you loved it, please don't forget to subscribe. It really supports the channel and it is completely free. And don't forget to come back for next week Project Pantry 2. Bye.